United States continues to be severe.
Yeah, it's not just a nationwide problem, it's also hitting our state. So the most recent CDC data shows, big picture-wise, 2021 marked the first time there were more than 100,000 drug-involved overdose deaths.
Yeah, and the gray line you're about to see in this graph represents the number of synthetic opioids driving the trend. Fentanyl is the main contributor. The CDC saying deaths in this category shot up almost eightfold between 2015 and 2021. That's very frightening.
Yeah, everything comes into perspective when you see those numbers in your face. Spectrum News 13's Will Robinson-Smith spoke with a mom whose son died near the end of 2021.
She decided to turn her grief into positive action in an attempt to protect others from the same heartache, what she went through.
Sorting shirts and message bands is just one piece of Suzy Pereira's week. Her year-old nonprofit is now a big part of her life, in addition to working full-time.
Sometimes we fill a lot during the week, and sometimes just a couple.
Her nonprofit is called the Blue Plaid Society, and it's named in honor of Pereira's only son, Tristan. The name comes from his favorite threads, blue plaid shirts. She says it was almost like his calling card.
Some of his friends shared some memes that they had created about Tristan, and one of them was the Tristan Welsh starter pack, and it included a blue plaid shirt.
As you may have guessed by now, the society is named in Tristan's memory. He died from a small dose of fentanyl back in November 2021. Pereira has been working from home ever since. She says the normality of being in a full office is still just too much at this point.
So for now, this will work until I continue to work myself back to normal life again.
But her grief is not without purpose. She now organizes outings about every other weekend in the community. She and her partners try and spread awareness about fentanyl poisoning and its impact on all parts of society. The most recent Florida Medical Examiner's Commission drug report shows that both Brevard and Volusia counties are two of only 5 counties in the state where deaths involving illegally made fentanyl happen at a rate of more than 25 per 100,000 residents. Pereira says they've received positive feedback from people locally and all over Brevard County. It's even opened doors to working with the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency. She says parents like her are among the gladdest to see their message.
They're so grateful that we've stepped up and are willing to go out there and spread the message to those who don't know they're at risk.
Pereira says she's still surprised at times that her Rockledge nonprofit has reached across the country and even up to Canada. She says being able to distribute Narcan locally and information to the public will hopefully transform her son's death into something positive for others.
I want people to know that even if your kid doesn't do drugs and they're a great kid, it's wonderful. But kids sometimes make a mistake, and in the modern drug paradigm, they can't afford to make that mistake.
In Rockledge, Will Robinson-Smith, Spectrum News.
She says her next planned event will be this upcoming Saturday at the Hot Rods for Heroes car show on Merritt Island.
Happening now in downtown Orlando, New